Hey guys, how's it going? Pawinning here and welcome back to my garage. It is awesome to have you guys here. So in today's video, I'm going to be installing a brand new shift boot in my 10th gen Honda Civic Si. So I purchased this product from Dboy Shiftz. So to order one of these shift boots, I had to contact the company on Instagram, and then they provided me a link to eBay. It was a direct link to the one for my car. And then once I checked out the item, I just had to make a note on the Galaxy print one that I wanted. There's a variety of patterns available. I'm just a fan of Galaxy print stuff. I already have a Galaxy hoodie, so I just wanted to continue the theme and just kind of spice up my interior a little bit. So now that we've talked about this shift boot a little bit, time to dive into my 10th gen Civic, remove the plastic button assembly that holds this shift boot. I'll bring it back into my garage, we'll take it apart, and then replace the boot with this one right here. To remove the button assembly or the shifter surround, I first had to pull the boot collar from the shift knob locking nut, and then remove the shift knob. The Acuity boot collar makes this process quick, so check out my video on this product for more details. Next, with the trim removal tool, I pulled off two plastic trim pieces surrounding the head unit and shifter surround. The plastic snap clips on these parts may be stubborn to pop out, so take your time to avoid damaging any trim components. I removed two screws on the sides of the shifter surround, which allowed me to pull up along the front and the sides of the same panel to pop the snap clips holding it to the center console. I removed each button's electrical connector by depressing on their respective locking tabs in order to pull them off. Then I pulled the shifter surround off to continue work back in my garage. Upon inspecting underneath this assembly, I located 6 Phillips screws that affix the buttons. And I also found a single snap clip that holds a trim piece. There were several upholstery staples with sticky tape that hold the shift boot in place on the plastic tabs below the shifter surround. Lastly, there were 5 plastic tabs attaching the silver trim piece around the bottom of the shift boot. So I took a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver to remove the 6 screws. The brackets holding the buttons should then pop off from the shifter surround. I pressed the snap clip closest to the shift boot to pop out that trim piece resting on top of the assembly. Once this was done, I noticed that the silver trim can be partially separated from the assembly, but it was still held in place by its 5 tabs. To remove this trim piece entirely, I took a small flathead screwdriver to work my way around the sides of the trim piece, prying the tabs inward while maintaining separation pressure to gently pull the tabs out. This makes prying out the rearmost tab very easy. Now I had to take out the shift boot collar by removing the zip tie securing it to the shift boot. You can just cut it off, but I chose to use a pick tool as a shim inside the zip tie to remove it so that I avoid damaging the stock boot. Next, I took a small flathead screwdriver to pry at the ends of each upholstery staple holding the shift boot to the tabs on the bottom of the shifter surround. After that was done, I continued to pry out each staple with a needle nose plier. The shift boot material was then pulled off the sticky tape shown here on one of the tabs below the shifter surround. These staples are more robust than your average office supply staples, so I had to take my time to straighten out the ends of each staple to pull it out with ease. Now I simply pulled up on the shift boot to separate it from the shifter surround panel. Note the orientation of the shift boot, as this is crucial for the correct alignment of the new shift boot. The installation process of the new shift boot is essentially the reversed order of the steps taken to remove it. I started the installation by validating the alignment and fitment of the new shift boot. I slid the tabs of the new boot back into the shifter surround and made sure that the stitch seams were more or less centered. Next, I made sure each staple was straightened out to the best of my ability so that I can reuse them to secure the new shift boot. I wrapped the tabs of the new shift boot around the plastic tabs on the shifter surround. The old sticky tape held the tabs fine as I took a pick tool to poke through the material just to make the installation of the staples easier. As an alternative, you could secure the shift boot with just hot glue or something of your choice, but I wanted to recycle the old hardware. I used the needle nose pliers again to aid pressing in the staples back through the plastic tabs on the shifter surround. Next, I pressed the silver trim back onto the shifter surround to secure it around the shift boot. Then I continued to reinstall the black trim piece and the buttons back onto the shifter surround. Finally, I secured the shift boot collar back onto the shift boot with a new zip tie. I cut the zip tie in stages just to verify its alignment within the new shift boot. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I've already reinstalled the button panel assembly with the new shift boot, and honestly the way it looks is amazing. I really like how the colors pop in the center console because I was kind of bored with the black and silver trim pieces. The fitment of the shift boot itself is also really nice. There's no weird wrinkles here and there. It really is tailor-made for this car. So again, 10 out of 10 quality, fitment, and customer satisfaction. So if you guys are looking to purchase one of these yourself, I'll leave a link again in the description, as well as Dboy Shiftz Instagram tag. I'll also leave a link in the description for this hoodie if you guys want to buy one yourselves. But that being said, if you guys enjoyed the contents of this video, please consider hitting that like button, leave a comment if you want to, and also consider subscribing to the channel to keep up to date with all of my current projects. With that being said, my name is Pawinning, and I will see you guys in the next DIY tech video. Bye.